you ever looked at a character and been like, I need a miniature-sized, soft version of you that I can cuddle and lay with on my couch while I watch movies? Hopefully you have felt that way, because that happens to me so much, where I just see a character in a movie, or I'm reading a graphic novel, or I don't know, and I just see a character and I'm like, that needs to be a plushie. Search it online, search, search, search. Nothing. And then I have this belief, this false notion that I could make it. I can make that into a plushie. And then I realize it's not gonna turn out how you want. It's gonna be way too much work and money. Well, we are taking those negative, realistic thoughts and we are balling them up and throwing them in the trash. Because today, we are gonna make a plushie. While I was at Disney, I kept seeing, of course, all this Oogie Boogie stuff. He was in my face left and right. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was his little sack folds and his bugs, or maybe it was his cute giant chin that he had when I met him, or his tiny little fingerless hands. I'm not sure, but I was enchanted by Oogie Boogie. And so naturally, when I saw a plushie of him at Disney, I was like, oh, that's so cute. But it was small. It was like this big. And it wasn't soft. It was very like firm. Very cute, but not my ideal kind of plushie. So if you haven't guessed already, today we are going to be making an Oogie Boogie plush.
You're joking! You're joking! I can't believe my ears!
Do I know what I'm doing? Is this going to turn out exactly how I see it in my head? Most likely not, and no. But I'm gonna pray and hope that the Halloween magic in the air just guides me like a little fairy godmother. We are going to go for the green Oogie Boogie. I think I want to try to find like a really soft green fabric, almost like a felt. My husband is sanding a storage cabinet in the garage right now, so. Is he done? We're gonna go, let's go to Joann's. I'm gonna have my phone and I'll be looking at like different photos of him and just trying to decide what are the best materials that I'm gonna need for this project. I think I want him to be obviously not as big as her right now, but maybe like the body and then like boop, maybe like up to the nose, something like that. Something like cuddly. I don't think I'm gonna go for a sitting thing, because that's just gonna make it even harder, the kind of cuts of fabric I'm gonna have to make. And to top it off, I'm gonna get maybe a spider. Like I would love to have like a little spider hanging from his little sack tip. That sounded bad. Hanging from the tip of his hat. I would love to add a little spider there. That would be very cute. Let's get to it. Let's get going. Let's get to the car. I know I'm supposed to be here for fabric, but like there's so many cute things on sale right now. Guys, I need help. We are back from Joann's. We have our yarn, we have our thread, and we have way too much fabric. And then I have the beads for the beanbag portion. And over to my right, I have a bunch of leftover stuffing, which I feel like this is gonna be close to the size that I want Oogie to be, so this should be good. We got our needles too. That's insanely important. Okay, so before we do anything, let's get to sketching a stencil because I need to kind of figure out what I want Oogie to look like. I don't have a piece of paper that I feel is gonna be big enough unless I did like 4 sheets of paper. I don't know if I want to do that though. I'm thinking I'm gonna use this bag because it's here. We need to reuse and recycle. So I think I'm gonna cut this in half and get to sketching Oogie on this brown paper bag. I was able to cut the bag in half and then remove the handles and tape it together so we have this nice long strip. So I'm gonna look at just some images of Oogie and kind of just figure out what kind of shape I want him to be. I just can't seem to get these arms right, no matter how much I look at them. So I'm gonna go over in permanent marker and then I'm gonna fold in half, cut it out, and then stop, obviously, at the head, since his head is completely different.
That's Frankenstein.
Now that we have him cut out, I'm gonna get the cloth going. I'm so nervous. I bought a ton of cloth, so if I do make some kind of mistake, I have a plethora of cloth and we should be good. But I'm gonna lay him on the cloth and get to tracing on there. Let me put these little face features to the side. And I was debating whether I want to do like a cut, like a seam in him. I'm not gonna have any bugs coming out though. But I could have like a cute little stitch. Ugh, decisions. Maybe the back. That could look cute. Having kind of on opposite ends. Okay, cool. Let's get that fabric out and get to tracing. now we're gonna move on to cutting out the features, and thank God I remembered this. I'm going to be flipping this guy inside out like we did with the ears. So I need to make sure that I am sewing these eyes and this mouth on the right side. So thank God I remembered that. So let's cut out our face shapes on this black felt. I'm OOGIE. I'm OOGIE. I can't believe my eyes.
I can't believe my eyes.
Look at him. Oh. Is this cute or is like this? Which one do you like? Like what kind of eyelid?
I think I like less.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do the green thread because I feel like that will look really nice against everything. I'm gonna put stitches, like little stitches in this, but I think I might do black for that. Is that gonna look weird, the green? That's a tricky one, guys, because I bought this. I'm gonna do some stitches along the side of him with this yarn, not to hold him together, but just because I think that'll be really like aesthetically pleasing for OOGIE. So because that's gonna be black, do I do all black? Or do I go with like green? Or is that gonna look weird? Okay, so the eyes are both done. I think that those are looking pretty cute. And now I'm gonna go ahead and stitch that mouth on there. And I'm gonna try to do some nice, long, bold, like, stitchings across his mouth to give it that Oogie Boogie style. It was in that moment that I realized I hated everything. Okay, you guys, I started looking at this and I was like, that would look so much better, just like along. It's just, I know it's annoying that I started. I'm not that far, but like, I think I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna use this for the mouth. Yeah. Okay, so now I have everything out. I have my yarn ready, I have my needle ready, and I'm gonna tape this little guy so that he can go through that needle easier. Let's see how this does. I'm gonna start with the center. I'm really nervous. I don't know why. Oof. It's like, oh no, is it not gonna come through? See, these are things that you learn. Okay, there we go. Whew, that was tough getting that through. Okay, so I just finished the mouth with these stitches and I think it looks way cuter. It just stands out more. I love too that the fabric kind of bunched as I like pulled on the stitches harder. So that made like some fun like dimension. Okay guys, so I redid the eyes. I redid everything. I like the way that this looks better. It's just way more bold and fun. And, you know, I hope that you like it too. If you preferred the other way, I'm sorry. I just, yeah, I love the thick thread. I just think that that looks more like Oogie rather than like the delicate threads. But so now I'm going to finally move on to the like open the scar part, and we're gonna fill that in with black and stitch it. Okay, so we have the front. And then we have the back, which is basically just, you know, another stitch. Oh my gosh. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, I would love to add a tush. Give old little Boogie some bumps. Bumps and boogies on the back. Bounce boogie. I'm gonna see. I would love to pull that off. We'll see. Okay, so this is what he looks like flipped with all this stuffing in him. And now we are going to officially stitch him together. I hope I have enough. I have black too, so that should be fine. Yeah, let's begin the long, grueling process of stitching this guy together. I almost spilt my tea everywhere. We're in the home stretch. We have just this little nub left. Little guy. And then we're done. And then we have to go back through and stitch again. But that's gonna be way quicker. It's just gonna be for like decal, so that should be fine. All right, let's power through, guys. Let's power through. Alright, so I have stitched Oogie pretty much all the way. I have this little opening here, but I'm going to start filling him. Oh god. Wait, no. We're gonna flip him. Oh god. Can you tell that I'm not with it? Okay, so we're gonna flip him, and then we're gonna stuff him. There we go. Oh my word. Okay, and then the stuffing is gonna fill him out even more. But look what we have so far. He looks fantastic. I'm so happy. So thrilled. Here we go. I hope I have enough stuffing. Oh my God. I have this random like leftover t-shirt thing, like just this sack. So I think I'm gonna put some beans in the little, like in little parts of it, because I don't need a lot. His limbs are very small. Yeah, let's get out the hot glue gun. And we're gonna cut to, I have these 4 amazing little beanbag guys laying out in front of me right now. I've got 4 bags here. Now I'm going to, I've been putting a little bit of pellets in the tip of the arms just because you'd have to make a bag like teeny tiny to really get in there, and I tried a couple of ways and it just wasn't turning out. So we're just gonna fill the tip of the hand with some pellets, and then we're gonna cram this in here, and that should be fine. So let's get to cramming. Okay, that's awesome. Feeling good. Go ahead and fall everywhere. As long as there's no holes in the plushie itself, that's all I freaking care about. So now, let's get the other arm in. Hold please. Okay, we have all of the little bean guys in place. Honestly, if a beanbag thing rips open, I don't really care. As long as it stays together while I'm sewing. So let's get to fluffing. Okay, he's gonna be heavy. I'm gonna clean later, guys. Just don't even worry about it. Don't judge me or worry about it. Yeah, I could do like a little cheek formation, right? A little, oh, I have to. I feel like I'm violating Oogie. I should be able to put a little butt, right? To do a little stitch. What do you think? I feel like you're all screaming, yes, do it. And if you don't, I'm gonna be, what's the point? I'm gonna get this figured out and I'll get back to you mid butt. Okay, so I ran into a couple of things with the butt, but it's all good. I had to rework it a couple of times. Are you ready to see this? Look at that butt. Yeah, I think that turned out really cute. And now I'm going to do stitching along his sides just to really add that stitched look to him. And then we are going to add our last final touch, which is adding that little string, that little spider there. I am currently watching Halloween H2O, which I love it. It's one of my favorites. I know it's terrible. I know it's a bad, considered bad, but it's just so fun. I love LL Cool J, him and his wife, who we never see, and I really enjoy the star of the show, which is Michael's mask. Not Michael himself, but just the mask. Perfect. thank you all so much for watching. I had a lot of fun making this plush. It was a lot of work and tiring, but like it was very fun, and it makes me want to make more, like despite my wounded fingers. I never thought about being able to make a plushie. I thought that I had to, I don't know. I always doubt, I guess I always just doubt myself, which is, don't do that. And I think I was letting the inexperience kind of make me afraid of doing something like this earlier. So I'm happy I finally jumped in and did it. And I think he turned out great. I really love him. But overall, I had so much fun. And I love him more than the plushies I saw at Disney. I'll tell you that. I mean, they didn't have butts. So thank you so much for joining me on this fun little spooky plushie adventure. If you love Halloween and you love spooky things, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because here it's Halloween all year. The spooky never stops. Have a happy Halloween, everyone, and stay spooky.